I saw something one day. It was like the Simpsons predicted me, and I was like, okay.
I was on The Simpsons.
What?
I did the show called Dancing with the Stars.
You danced.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you make people's ears bleed and chase people with a knife.
Yep.
You having second thoughts yet?
Hear me out.
Okay, fire away.
Okay. You got POOKIE'S, PICKLES. What's the best advice she's told you?
Shut the up.
Word.
So would you invest in it?
No.
No. Word. That was quick. So I get that Mark Cuban's a genius and he's good with money and all that. All these big business moves. But why doesn't he just play better picks? Chelsea, did you know that you can win up to 2,000 times your money on better picks?
No way.
Yeah, all NFL season long. You can literally turn $10 into $20,000 all season long. The business world's cool and all, but me, I just play better picks. Hit some 2000X lineups and have a ton of fun winning money. Download better and play better picks if you want to win 2,000 times your money.
Download better, play better picks.
Hello and welcome back to Talk Tuah. I got Miss Chelsea and then Mark Cuban. Give him a clap.
Are you guys going to the fight tonight? You staying for the fight?
Yeah.
Cool.
You going?
I was going to, but my son's got a basketball game. It's his first game of the season. And so we were both going to go. He's 15. And I was like, and I've known Mike a little bit. And so they invited me to sit down and everything. I got to go to his game. That's,
Yeah.
priorities.
You team Mike?
What's
Well,
that?
you got
You
some
team
Mike?
priorities.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Me too.
I know him. I always get Logan and Jake. I'll tell you my Logan and Jake story real
Okay.
quick. So when they were 15 or 6, no, it was 18, they emailed me. And they were telling me all about their business. And I'm like, this sucks. And I literally I gave them advice, like, here's what you should be doing and everything. And we started going back and forth, and they started giving me shit. The little Paul brothers, pre all the tattoos and all the shit, right? And so gave them my advice as best as I could. And, I don't think they ended up going into that business, but when I did, Jake's, I always get the two, which Logan's got the podcast, right?
They
got
both
one.
have a
Both of them.
podcast.
Which one's fighting tonight?
Jake.
Jake is fighting, so I was on
Yes.
Logan's podcast,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So, and I still have the email, so we looked it up and we were going back and forth at it. So, yeah, so that's my history with them going back. It's crazy, like kids will email me, adults, whatever, just
Yeah.
asking for business advice. And so if I can help them, just like we kind of talked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helped a
So
whole
why
lot.
not? Yeah. But I try to help where I can.
Hear me out.
Okay, fire away.
Okay. You got POOKIE'S, PICKLES.
Yeah, I
like
bet you
it?
do. Hey, it could work out of Tennessee. You guys make pickles in Tennessee.
So would you invest in it?
No.
No. Word. That was quick.
That was
No.
fast.
You know what? I'm not investing in anything named pickle after a guy. It's just
Okay.
Okay,
That's
fair enough. Fair enough.
not going to happen. But
Would you at least try one?
Oh yeah, I love pickles.
Okay, so
Okay,
what
good.
if we change the name?
Yeah, pickles is a tough business. We had
Right.
someone come on Shark Tank, and they had this pickle business, and they did okay, but because anybody can make pickles.
It's actually
Right.
supposed to increase in the next 4 years.
The pickle industry,
Yes.
like you literally did that research.
I'm a little prepared.
A little bit prepared.
Just a
That's
little.
great. Well, see, I learned something new already. No, just because it's a big industry also means there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's 16 billion, and you got POOKIE'S Pickles coming in, you got to have an angle. Like, you're going to parade Pookie around and, have
Yeah.
your guy just go sell his pickle everywhere?
You have a different way of putting that. Thank you. I didn't look at it that way. I'm glad you put it that way.
But hey, if they're good pickles and you just got to start somewhere, and you got the platform to sell it. You think that's your audience, the pickle audience?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I
You
could
give
see
it a try.
working.
So
Yeah.
you just do like a poll and just say, would you buy POOKIE'S Pickles?
You got a better name?
Not really. It's actually a good name. I just can't invest. It's actually a great name. It's actually, your boyfriend is pickle. So you got something to talk about and yuck it up about all the time. And so you can always have a reason to talk about it. And when you have a good reason to talk about your product, that's always a good thing. But I just wouldn't feel comfortable.
No, I'm not the same way now that you
fair.
put it that
No,
way.
but you
Because I
should
don't want to
be.
be selling my man's pickle now that you put it that way.
But you should be. It's cool, right? Because that's the hard part with the product a lot of time, particularly when you're in a 13 going to $16 billion market, right? You want to give people a reason to talk about it. And if your boyfriend wasn't named Pookie, if it goes bad, you can give him another nickname,
I need you to come up with a name.
Man, pickles ain't, Haliey, Chelsea.
Chelsea's deal.
Yeah,
There you
eat
go.
my pickle.
Chelsea's
Eat
deal.
my pickle. I don't know. You know,
pickle.
Okay,
Pookie's Pickles actually is a
So
good
if you
name.
had any other ideas for her to like come up with her own product, what would it be?
Hear me
Oh.
out. Granny panties.
No, I mean, look,
There you go.
you got an audience, right, that loves you, and so that's the whole thing. I mean, something that I think, just from the outside looking in, right? I think why you've been so successful is that you're authentic. For real, you are who you are, right? You smile, you don't try to push things on people. You don't, some people are always on. You've been around those people now where they're just like always like they have this image they're trying to put out there, and they're just not themselves. And when you talk to them, it's hard to talk to those people because they're always thinking about what angle they have to take and what angle you're trying to take. But I don't get that sense from watching the podcast and just the little interactions we've had. You're authentic, and you want to find things that you like and products that you love and you like, or that you want, something that you think you need that people that would relate to, because then it's easy for you to sell it. Hey, I came up with this. It's because I needed it and I love it and I'm sharing it with you, not because I'm trying to sell zillions of them. I hope I do, but because if I need it, there's a good chance that all the people who follow me here need it.
They
as
might
well.
need it.
Yeah. So when you get along those lines, then you start finding things that really work. It's like all the companies I've ever had that have been successful have come from solving a problem or having a product that works out really, that people really need. I started, after that job as a bartender, I started a computer company while I was still sleeping on the floor broke, where I helped people learn how to use their PCs and wrote software for them. And then after that, I started this company called AudioNet, which was the very first streaming company. It started like right there across the street. So it was like we went to Indiana University and go Hoosiers, and there was no way to listen to Indiana basketball games down here in Dallas. So it's like, okay, I'm a tech geek. Can I figure out a way to do it? And that's how the whole streaming business started. And then grew that, and sold it and did really well with it. Started the first all high definition TV network because I saw a high definition demo and I was like, that shit's cool.
Yeah.
Back when, now a big screen TV like we got up there is nothing, right? You can buy it for a couple $100s. But back then, people thought it was too expensive. But I was like, okay, it's going to change. And then, now I've got a drug company, Cost Plus Drugs, because the whole industry is just fucked up. So when we looked at that industry, it was like, okay, nobody really knows what medications cost anymore. Like for your grandma or, your whoever, right? She's got medications and she doesn't know what they cost. She doesn't know if she can buy them for less than her deductible, more than her deductible. And people stress about all that. I mean, everybody stresses. You don't know what your costs are going to be. So if you go to costplusdrugs.com, you put in the name of the medication. If it's one of the 2,500 we carry, we show you our cost. We show you we only mark it up 15%. And more often than not, the price is going to be really, really low. And it's just blown up. I mean, it's just gone nuts. But the bigger point is like, if you find something that's important to you or find something that you can do because you guys are so authentic, you can make it work. And because you're so interactive, you talk to people, you're out around people, you're hearing feedback from people. That's the best spot to be in because they'll tell you. Just like when people ask you about it, because people are pitching you shit all the time now.
Yeah.
You guys hear it all day, every
Yes.
day. And you'll tell them what you think, or you'll just like, I'm the same way. No, that's not for me, or I don't want to be in that business. But if it hits a chord, it's like, oh shit, that's not a bad idea. And that's how great businesses start.
Does it not get on your nerves, people like pitching you all the time?
It did for a little bit, but I figure it's just like a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Because I've been on both sides. I've been where I've come home and the lights are turned off and my credit cards are cut up and the bill collectors are calling, and that sucks. And just being on this side now
is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice,
and I
isn't it?
figured, since I've been on both sides, if I can help somebody and give them some feedback. But now sometimes they're like, I'm in the John somewhere at a game or whatever.
Yeah.
You're Mark Cuban. Hey, I got this idea. I'm like, wash your hands.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk to what I got you for Christmas.
Oh, you're going to tell them?
You want me to go ahead and tell you?
Sure.
I got you the Chairman Pro Electric Full Shaver from Manscaped.com.
Did you?
I did.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Yes, I need to shave your back really bad.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad. And ladies, if you're looking for the most perfect gift for your man in your life, well, I got something special for you. Manscaped's latest innovation, the Chairman Pro Electric Full Shaver. The ultimate tool that brings a luxury shave right to the comfort of his own bathroom. I might just go ahead and give it to you today.
What? It's that bad?
It's a little out of hand. Looks like a jungle back there. And the best part, the Chairman Pro is designed with precision and effortless style. So head over to manscaped.com and have him join over the 11 million men who trust Manscaped using code Tuah for 20% off and free shipping. Kelby, you know what makes it the best part though?
What's that?
Comes with 2 interchangeable blade heads. Both heads are designed to help razor burn and irritation, so your skin can stay smooth and comfortable.
So what about for travel? I usually have a hard time trying to travel with my shaver.
Man, don't even worry about that. It comes with a travel lock, perfect for weekend getaways or business trips. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, it's waterproof too.
Oh, so I can take it in the shower.
So if you're looking for a thoughtful and practical gift that he'll actually use and love, the Chairman Pro is the way to go. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TUAH. That's TUAH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TUAH at manscaped.com. The holiday season's here, Pookie. You know what gets me excited but makes for a longer to-do list? You know, we got some fun parties, granny sweet treats, traveling stress, and I always get a nasty cold. But you know what really sucks? Holiday stress can really take a toll on your hair health. That's why I'm adding Nutrafol to my daily routine to help improve my hair health heading into 2025.
Let's make it hair growth season, not just holiday season.
Exactly. One of my goals for the new year is to take better care of my hair health. That's why I'm adding Nutrafol to my daily routine. Nutrafol's #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth brand is trusted by over 1 million people.
See, you're not the only one focusing on your hair health. We got you.
See thicker, fuller, and stronger hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. It's made by physicians with 100% drug-free ingredients and supports healthy hair growth within people. It targets causes of thinning hair like stress, hormones, aging. With the Nutrafol subscription, it makes building a hair growth routine simple, which we're all about here on Talk Tuah. Purchase online, no prescription needed. You'll get those automated deliveries and free shipping to help keep you on track if you're forgetful like me. Plus, you can save up to 20% and it comes with free extras. Who doesn't like free shit? And you'll have free access to naturopathic doctor consults. And Headspace membership is included. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo TalkTuah. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code TalkTuah. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code TalkTuah.
It's just like, what do you do if you're 22, 25 years old? You know, it's hard, you know, finding the job you want is harder. Putting together a career that, you know, makes you feel confident is harder. And then talking when everybody's just looking down is just a lot harder. Because, I mean, like, media's always been media, but now everybody's on the, you know, like me, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, but I'm married, I'm good, right?
How'd you meet your wife?
At the gym.
At the gym.
Where I just was this morning, Premier Club. I play pickup a lot. And one of my buddies was dating her sister. And she was
Double
like,
dates.
yeah, so she's like, you gotta meet this hot girl. And she was on the bike. I'm like, okay. And walked up, said hi, you know, saw her again, asked her out. Now we've been married 22 years.
What was your first date like?
Our first date was going to this restaurant/bar. And you know how guys have a thing, right, where they've got their approach. So my thing was to buy a bottle of champagne and just like, I figured, you know, we just
but that's good though.
Yeah, but it wasn't it was good champagne. It wasn't like, oh my God, champagne, but and just sit there and, you know, because then every time she said something interesting or I was lying and pretending it was interesting, you know, you could click your glasses, right?
There
And
you
say,
go.
oh, that's really cool, da 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 da. So that was the first one. And then we went to the movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey way back when. And so that's kind of like when it really first clicked.
22 years.
Yeah.
You got any kids?
15, 18, and 21. So my youngest is Jake. He's a freshman in high school. My middle one's Lissa. She's a senior. And my oldest is Alexa. She's at Vanderbilt.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's really cool. They're great kids
Heck yeah.
most of the time.
What's she going to school for?
Right, it's econ. It's behavioral thing, but I think she wants to get into business. But like I tell all of them, you don't have to have the answers right now.
Yeah.
you just, just try different things. You just never know what's going to hit, and just find the things you like to do. You don't. You're 22. You don't know shit, right?
Yeah, no.
I think Maddie back there needed to hear that.
Yeah.
She's back there shaking her head.
Like, okay, yeah. So it's cool, but it's easy to like give advice, but it's obviously they have to be the ones that live it.
Yeah.
And it's not hard being my kid. I mean, it's not easy being my kid either, because it's like, oh yeah, you're rich, and oh, you're
And they think
this.
they got to live up to you.
Yeah, and this and that, right? And it's just like, I feel bad a lot. And, I try to get them to talk about it and they're just, no, but because they're typical, like one's 21 with the other two are teenagers. And it's like, they're just we just try to let them be themselves and grow into the people they need to grow into. But it's not easy for them.
So did you grow up in like a wealthy family?
No, hell no.
Oh.
No,
Me neither.
no.
Me neither.
No. Like neither one of my parents went to college. I grew up in Pittsburgh. And I know you guys had Wiz on.
Yes.
So I was
Yes.
born maybe 3 blocks away from Wiz, where he was born. Not the same time, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
but
right.
but about 3 blocks away in Squirrel Hill. And but my dad did upholstery on cars and chairs. So if there was a rip in the seat, you would take it to where he worked. My mom just did odd jobs and bounced around. My mom was 20 when I was born. And so it was just, my dad, I mean, we had a good family, don't get me wrong. I mean, we wouldn't change it for the world, but it, wasn't like everything was easy,
Right.
It was like if I'm in the shower too long, they're yelling at me.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah, right. And just all the normal family stuff. But we had a great family. I have 2 younger brothers. They both followed me down here to Dallas, and the rest is history.
Heck yeah. Does everybody else live in Dallas with you?
My 2 brothers, and pretty much it. And, my parents died a few years ago, but I've got cousins still in Pittsburgh, but that's it. I mean, it's just my local family and then my wife's in-laws.
Heck yeah.
In-law, yeah.
So out of everything, what made you just say Texas was it? That's where I'm going to live at.
Yeah, just because, I mean, I had friends, I had a place to stay, and my car would make it. I had an old Fiat with a hole in the floorboard. And literally, like, every 60 miles, you had to put oil in and all that kind of. It was one of those cars, if you hit a certain speed limit, it started to shake some. You guys never had to deal with that, have you?
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Right.
get her oil changed, though. So
Yeah.
that's
Well,
her
yeah.
excuse.
Yeah.
So, so it was just like click and pouring in. But it was, my car could make it. I wanted to go someplace warm. It wouldn't make it to LA. And so it wouldn't make it to Miami. So I had my friends down here and they were like, it's cool. The economy's good. The women are nice. Get your ass down here. And
Yeah.
I thought, I got a job pretty fast working at a club called Alon's as a bartender and barback. And stayed in, it was a shithole. I mean, can you imagine 6 guys in a 3-bedroom apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably could.
Yeah, it's nasty as hell, right? It's just nasty, smelly, but it was like, it was great because now, we're all still really good friends and everything. And that group of Dallas guys are still my good friends. And I played rugby at Indiana. And so those guys are still my best friends. So, I mean, there's nothing like spectacular about it. If you would have told me when I first moved here that all this shit would happen to me, I would have laughed at you. It was like, just like, no fucking way. I mean, it's just like, where you guys are at now. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, like I count my lucky stars every day because, if you would have seen me growing up, no way, right? If you would have seen me when I first got here, no way. Now I had my hustles, along the way. Like I opened up a bar before I was old enough to drink at Indiana, right across the street. It was right across the street from Nick's. It was called Motley's Pub, and it was, I'm trying to think. You go across the street from Nick's, and there's the above the upstairs pub, Dunkirk. Yeah, Dunkirk, right? Yeah, the Dunkirk. So when you were there, so you walk down the street, and it was all the wood. That was my bar. I opened that up. But yeah, so I opened a bar on campus. I took my financial aid money, and some of my friends put in some money. We opened up a bar, and it was great.
So this is like while y'all were in college.
while I was in college, my senior year. Yeah.
I bet that was fun.
Oh
bet
my
that was
God, it was out of control. But then I hadn't turned 21. I turned 21 after we opened, and it was like I let all my friends in, and we got busted.
Oh.
And so they shut us
Yep, that'll
down,
do it.
which is probably the best thing that ever happened to me.
Was that your hangout spot?
Oh yeah, for sure. I had so much fun. Oh my God. But anyways, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
The senior year in college. Yeah.
Were you wild as a teenager?
As a teenager, no. Like if you would see pictures of me, like I'm 6'2", we'll find out how tall I still am, right?
Yeah.
But back then, like when I was 16, I was 5'10". I weighed more than I do now. like I said, my parents didn't really have any money. And I was, one time when I was playing baseball out in the street, I was running down the street after a ball. Bike was coming this way, didn't see it. The handlebars hit me right in the mouth. And these two teeth down here are caps. They were cut in half. But my parents didn't have enough money to get me caps that were the same color as my other teeth. So no lie, like if you look at my senior picture, I mean, like people used to go like this when I smiled. So, I mean, if I showed you a picture of me when I was 16, you'd be like, oh my.
I gotta see one now.
I'm
have
curious to see one too. You got a picture?
This, like, I'll never ever live this down. Hold on.
Did you ever have braces?
No.
I had braces for 5 years.
Yeah.
They were rough.
How old are you?
I am 21.
No, when you had the braces.
I got them when I was, let's see, 7th grade, so 12 or 13.
Oh, that's tough.
One or the other.
You were brace face from outer space?
Yeah, my teeth needed some help. What kind of mistakes did you make when you first started?
Well, when I first made money, I was really conservative with it, which was good and bad. Like I told this guy I know was the stockbroker for Goldman Sachs, and he took my account, and I had made $2 million after the sale of my first business. And I told him I wanted to invest like a 60-year-old man because I didn't want to lose it. Because my whole attitude, like when I was really grinding it out, that first business, Micro Solutions, I went 7 years without a vacation. And so my whole thing was I wanted to be able to retire. And I didn't need to retire I didn't need to big time it. You know, I didn't care if I lived like a student forever. Literally, I was cool with it. And so I did two things. I bought a lifetime pass on American Airlines where I literally, for $125,000, me and somebody else could just take this card and go to the American Airlines counter and go anywhere they had a flight going.
They do that?
They don't do it anymore.
Dang, I was gonna
No,
say,
it was insane.
I'm not spending that much money. I'd be sick.
Oh, no, for this, because I traveled a lot for work and stuff, but still, it was like that was my big present to myself. But like now, if I were in the same spot, with interest rates at 5%, I'd probably put most of it in a money market account and just let it earn the 5%, because you're young right now, but you still want to you don't want to stress about it. You know, so many people they get a broker and they put it in all these different stocks, and then you stress about it. Like it goes up, it's great, but if it goes down, you're like, oh shit, you know, what am I going to do? And I was always of the attitude, I don't want to be in that position. I want to have my base. And then, you know, I took, 10% of it, 15% of it, and just that's what I put into stocks, and put it into just a stock, like the Dow Jones or the SPX, right? These stock indexes. And then that's fine. Now, most people would tell you to do the opposite. Most people would tell you to, because you're young and over a long period of time, the stock market is going to keep on going up, which is true, but I was really risk avoidance. I wanted the peace of mind more than anything else. And like I said, I was willing to live like a student. And to me, $2 million was more than I had ever seen or could ever possibly imagine seeing. And you're probably in the same spot right now.
Yeah, it's unusual.
Yeah, right. And it's just like,
unusual.
so, find whatever it is that you feel like, okay, this is my nest egg, and just put that in money market. And while interest rates are where they're at, like 5% or whatever, just let it make 5% a year. And it's not like it's going to make you a killing, but interest will compound, right? It'll make 5%, then 5% on top of that, and 5% for as long as interest rates are there. And then once you got that nest, then start taking new money that comes in. Like, okay, I just did this sponsorship deal, or I just brought in, made money off of this. Then you can put it into the SPX or a stock index. And then if it goes up or down, whatever, as long as you keep on putting money in, over time, it'll work out for you. But I'm always a big believer. You want that nest egg.
Yeah.
Because, look, it's a crazy world. And you just don't know when it could just, one minute you're rolling and the next minute you're fucked. And I mean, even I'm the luckiest motherfucker on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And that still scares me. It's just because you just don't know what's going to happen, or somebody you just don't know.
How old were you when you hit $1 billion?
I'm 40, 39.
39?
39.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it was right.
What's the craziest thing you've bought?
2 jets.
I knew it. I was telling y'all, one of you, I think it was Johnny. I was like, he's going to say a jet or something.
Yeah,
I just know it.
Because like time is like the one thing you can't get back.
Yeah.
You know, there's no amount of money I can pay to be 21 years old again.
That's true.
And just every day, even though people think I act that way sometimes, but just every day I can save myself time and pick up time, you know, and work on my own time. Like when I sold that first company, I didn't wear a watch again until I got an iWatch for workouts, you know, because I always felt like if I wore a watch, I had to be on somebody else's time.
You're onto something here.
You are. What was the first purchase you made when you made money?
Oh, I got Granny a new vacuum cleaner.
You got a new vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, it's got
See?
a light on it. It's pretty cool. She
That's even better.
don't
Right?
even use it.
What's
I
the
do.
one thing you want to buy?
A lake house. Not opposed to that either.
LA cows.
And a boat.
Wait, cows to put in LA?
Oh, a lake house.
Oh, a lake house.
Lake
I thought you
house.
said LA cows. I'm like,
A lake house.
okay.
Do they have cows in LA?
No.
I don't think they have cows in it. That's
don't
why
think
I
so.
was
I haven't
like,
seen one.
okay, that's cool.
I didn't think they had horses there either until they took me to go see some. And I was like, what?
What?
I didn't think it made
Well,
sense.
where do you want a lake house at?
Well, it's not far from like where we live at. It's maybe like an hour. It's in Winchester.
Uh-huh.
So it's nice up
See,
there.
I'm starting to learn Tennessee a little bit now because I go to Nashville. My daughter's there, and just found out more about Gatlinburg,
Yeah.
and-
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg, yeah,
Yeah.
with Dolly World
Mhm.
and what else there, and all the mountains
Like
and
a pigeon
everything.
forge.
Yeah, yeah. And so,
Everybody likes it that goes there.
yeah,
It is
that's
for the
what
most part.
she wanted to be able to drive up there,
Mhm.
but she was had to deal with her classes, so we were talking about that yesterday.
You need
I
to go
like
to Dolly
Tennessee.
World.
Yeah, no,
Dollywood.
Dollywood, well, yeah, Dollywood, whatever, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I like Tennessee. I mean, do you think
It's
you're going to stay there?
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
home,
stay there.
home forever.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever go on Broadway at all?
Not
Which I
anymore.
stand
Not anymore. Yeah, I mean, because it's got to be crazy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It traumatized me a little bit.
So
Oh,
how
going back?
how do you think you would react if your daughter was in Haley's shoes?
I would be cool with it.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, people say stuff. Everybody does, you know, but how you deal with it is the more important part. And you went with it. Like I remember, you know, seeing interviews with you, and you're like, I'm going to use my 15 minutes to the best I can.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to take advantage of this, and I'm going to love every minute of it. And just the fact that, you know, you want to love every minute of your life, that's amazing.
I
You know,
try.
no, for real though, right? You know how many people do you guys run into that
A
are
lot.
just pissed off of at everything, right? And there's something wrong, and it's somebody's excuse, and whatever it is. But you know, here you are, right? And now you're turning it from 15 minutes into a business, into a brand. I mean, so if my daughter was able to do that, I mean, the hard part just because I'm sure there were times when you questioned yourself.
I still do to this
Yeah.
day.
What do you question yourself about?
I'm just like, do I even want to do this still? Is it worth it?
And what
So-
do you think?
I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about it.
Why do you think it's not?
Like I miss like having like a quiet little life, kind of. But I love everything I do every day. So
And that's the cool part, right? And so, for me, it's like every day is a new opportunity. There's just because the one thing that's constant in life is change, and it's nice to have a base like this, but no one says you have to do anything forever.
yeah,
You'll pick your spots, and as new things come along, I mean, that's been your whole life, so far. Where something's changed, you've been able to say, okay, I'm going with it. And most people, don't have that. Most people are like, this is who I am, or this is what I expect, or this is what's expected of me. And you've been like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that skill. Most people don't have that shit to them, right? Seriously, you've got to be able to say, fuck it. Because if you can't, what do you got?
Nothing.
You got no place to go. And so, that's why I wanted to do the podcast, because you guys are like setting your own turf. And like when you're going to the fight tonight, you're just fucking having fun.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do, So I did the show called Dancing with the Stars. Have you ever heard of it?
You danced.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I also co-wrote a country song that's coming out.
No.
What?
Yes. Yeah, you didn't know it yet. It's being premiered on Shark Tank next Friday.
You co-wrote it.
Co-wrote it. A guy named Kevin Mack, a country singer named Kevin Mack. So go to Spotify. Hopefully by the time this airs, it'll all be up there. It's called One Night, One Bar. Yeah.
Are you singing in it?
I do in the live version for Shark Tank. I just harmonize. I can't sing worth shit.
Curious about Ozempic or Wegovy, but not sure if your insurance covers it. If you've heard of Ozempic or Wegovy, you've probably heard 3 things. They're effective, they're expensive, and they're hard to get. That's where Ro comes in. Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goals. But that's just the beginning. Ro members have support throughout the process. That means no insurance paperwork, and you'll have access to your provider on demand for any kind of questions. Plus, you can sign up online from the comfort of your own home. So no waiting for an in-person doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. Join the over 250,000 people who have already chosen Ro to access GLP-1s. Go to ro.co/Tuah to find out if you're covered for free. That's ro.co/Tuah. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warning and full safety information, prescription only. Man, I love the holiday season, but it's just hard sometimes to find some downtime.
It really is when your family comes in town, especially for the holiday season.
And you know better than anybody else, I need my chill time. That's why I like buying hemp gummies after a long day. I especially need them this holiday season. I love that they're made with natural ingredients too. And they don't make me feel groggy in the morning.
Wow, that sounds awesome. You think I could try some?
Well, of course, they also have 0 THC products. If THC isn't for you, you can still take advantage of their CBD line, with products designed for sleep, focus, and energy.
Oh, I'd be more into those, actually.
One of my favorite parts, the product comes from independently owned farms. And Via ships to nearly all states in the U.S. in discreet packaging right directly to your door, with a worry-free guarantee. And no medical card required either. Plus up to 50% off select items and bundles.
We'll sure need these to unwind with Via after this holiday season.
So if you're looking for a way to elevate your wellness routine, check out Via Hemp at VIIA.co/Tuah. So if you're 21 plus, check out the link in the description.
Oh, I'm not going to sing a fuck no.
I don't think there's anything you can't do at this point.
No, there's a lot of shit I can't do, but I'm not afraid to be embarrassed.
How far did you make it on Dancing with the Stars?
I made it halfway through. I beat Floyd Mayweather.
No way.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
I'm gonna have
he's
to
got
go
great
back
feet.
and watch.
I got rhythm. So Google Mark Cuban Dancing with the Stars. People thought I was just going to be a stiff.
Yeah.
And I got out there and I can dance. I got rhythm.
I could see it.
I'm gonna have to go home and watch that now.
Yeah, see?
After I started watching on TV, I cannot do that.
It was the scariest thing I've ever done.
That's
in my
what I'm
life.
saying.
The
does look
scariest thing,
very
because when I did
nerve-wracking.
it was this was a while back. It was live, okay, and this is when TV audiences were a lot bigger. 22 million people were watching, and
Oh, absolutely.
it was just like the scariest thing I have ever done in my life.
Well,
It
if I
was-
had thoughts of doing it, that just went out the window. I will not be doing that.
But I, like what I was gonna say is like, if I always ask myself, if I'm 95 and I look back, is this something I wish I would have done? Or am I going to be pissed at myself for not having done it?
That's exactly what I told you, too.
Yeah,
I was
it
like, you're
is.
going to regret it.
Where this whole thing started was he's got a company called Pick, which are like picks for guitars that when you put them on the base of the guitar, they stick. So
Oh.
Pick. Yeah. So when you're playing, right, you don't drop them and all that kind of stuff. So he came on Shark Tank and I did a deal with him. And we were talking and I'm like, one of the things, like I've had movies nominated for Academy Awards. I've won an Emmy. I've done all these things that are crazy, right? But I've never written a song, and I've got this idea for a song. Do you want to do it with me? He's like, what's the idea? And I'm like, well, when people walk up to me all the time, and say, hey, Mark, do you remember me? And my answer is always, aren't you that one girl from that one night, that one bar?
Yeah.
Right? That's all we say it, right? And so I'm like, we can turn that into a song. He's like, that's a great chorus line. And then
No,
there
it
you go.
is. I like it.
Yeah, and then it's like I get carried away by the look in your eyes, and that was like the core part. So
There you go.
yeah, did you guys like it?
I liked it.
I
I
would
listened
listen
to it in the car.
Cool.
You need to start doing that more.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how this one goes,
Yeah,
right?
I
But
think
now
it'll
it
do
depends.
good.
So if it becomes a hit, I'm thinking y'all. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Kevin Mack will come back and play it live for y'all. But yeah, so just like doing things that you're not comfortable with, because I just asked them the question. Obviously, now you're in that position where people will do things that they might not have done for you before, but you can't be afraid of it. It's just like, you've got to have stuff like that. POOKIE'S, Pickles. If you ever have,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're getting to do acting and stuff like that.
So I do have one big dream to be in a scary movie and just get killed.
Right? Why
It
don't,
just
don't
makes sense, though.
your
I
agent
feel like
can
it
do that
makes
stuff for
sense.
you easily.
Yeah.
What are you going to do it?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I really want
You
to.
got to do it. I'll
Yeah.
connect you with an agent if your folks can't do it. Like, have you ever
I'll
heard
do
of the movie Sharknado?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've
Yeah.
watched
So
it, though.
I love doing these cameos in movies. Like, so there's a movie coming out. I can't tell you the name of it yet, where Mark Wahlberg shoots me.
Shoots you?
It just shoots me. And so it was great because it was just a little cameo. And so we're sitting at a table and he's talking to this guy, and I had been having lunch with him. And he walks up, he starts talking to this guy, and I'm like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. Then all of a sudden he just pulls out a gun, bam.
And just shoot you.
Yeah, the line by the guy I was talking to, you just shot Mark Cuban. And so, but the fun part was they had me die in different ways, you know? So once I was just like that, and the other time I had to just fall, and the other time, you know, dribble shit out of my mouth, and they had to squid, but it was a blast. It was just so
That seems like
much
fun.
Yeah, it does.
fun, right?
Is there
Yeah.
anything on your bucket list you haven't got to do yet you really want to do?
Well, the song was like the thing that I
Just
had
top
in
of the list.
Yeah, I mean, just you know, it's like fuck it. You know, I don't want to be afraid to do things. The only thing like I don't do is if I think my kids will get pissed at me.
Mark, we have a perfect segment on the show that we're starting to do. It's called You Should Have Been There, and I think you'd be perfect for it.
Cool, let's go.
It's sponsored by Game Time, which is our favorite place to get all sorts of tickets and live events. So what is your most memorable game, concert, or any kind of function you just went to?
So mine, I know exactly the exact moment. It was June 12th, 2011, and there were 30 seconds left on the clock. We were in Miami, and the Mavs got up 10 against the Miami Heat to win the NBA championship. And that was the exact moment I knew we were going to be NBA champions. And that is my Game Time moment. It was just the most incredible feeling ever, because we were the underdogs. Nobody expected us to win. It was us versus LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And I just remember just letting out the biggest scream in the history of screams just at that moment. So it was really cool. And then holding up that trophy, man, it didn't suck.
Johnny, where's his card at? Oh, you got it? Oh. Ooh. Well, here you go. Here's your card.
There you go.
All my
Look at that.
autographs.
I had to go right next to my Luka Doncic and Dirk Nowitzki and Michael Jordan. Do you know who Luka Doncic is?
No, I have no idea who
Do you
that
follow
is.
basketball at all?
No.
Do you want to go to an NBA game?
I mean, I'm sure I could. I
Yeah.
probably like it.
Yeah, I'll bring you to a game. You guys
Okay.
can have a blast. It's good
So
parties.
you're obviously really good at giving advice. Who do you go to for advice for yourself?
My wife.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's the best advice she's told you?
Shut the fuck up.
Word.
You know, I mean, but no, she's really cool. She obviously she knows me really well now, and it's more with kids. Like the thing that I didn't expect in marriage is how we divided up responsibilities. You know, I get like the money and the business side of stuff, obviously, but she's strict on everything with the kids. You know, when they have to be where and what they need to be doing or not doing, homework. And because like I come home from work or whatever I'm doing and I'm like, so have you guys done your homework? And they just roll their eyes. My wife is like, homework, like
And they do
homework it
it.
is, yeah.
They know
Yeah,
better.
So it's cool. So no, it's just, yeah, she's my best friend for sure.
You got any pets or anything?
We have a dog,
What's his
Tux,
name?
mini Australian Shepherd.
Oh,
And Tux is a smart ass dog, boy. He's smart.
they're very smart.
Wait, he's a mini Australian Shepherd? I have one.
Yeah, but they're really smart, right?
It's just so smart.
But they can figure out anything except how to open the door, right?
Yeah.
Like even if there's a
Or-
little crack in the door, they
right.
won't figure out how to open it
I
up.
tried training her to close it because I hate like getting up, and she like busts up in the room, but she's not
She's
clicking.
What's your dog's name?
Josie.
Josie?
Josie's naughty. She chases after skunks.
She's not naughty.
She
She's
is
a good
naughty.
girl.
She gets out there with the skunks, and then
Well,
she'll come up in the house.
That's like Tux will chase after squirrels.
Yeah,
Any squirrel, any raccoon, anywhere.
but they're a dog. Like that's
They're
what they're gonna
supposed to,
do.
yeah. They're supposed to do it, yeah, for sure.
Tell me about your dog,
Mine?
Yeah.
I just did.
Maggie.
Oh, Maggie.
you
Maggie.
gonna forget
She's my
about Maggie?
child.
Your child?
Yeah, she's like a little white crusty dog. Yeah.
I wish she was lying.
You like put it in a bag type dog?
I bet she would ride in a
She'd
purse.
fit in a bag. Yeah. I don't take her anywhere though.
That's one of the first things I done when I first like started getting money, and I got a foundation.
No, you know what? I saw that because you were help supporting different animal shelters and stuff. Yeah, which is cool because most people don't think of that for a long time. Yeah.
Paws Across America.
Paws Across America. That's a great name. See, you're good at names.
I just need to go back to the bulletin board for the pickles.
No, you don't. You can't change your name. That's my new advice.
Okay, don't change the
I'm
name
not
of
going to
it.
invest because of the name, but I think the name is amazing. See, if you get it going, you get any sales, then you come on Shark Tank. They would love to have you pitch it on Shark Tank.
That'd be kind of fun.
It'd be really,
I think
really
you
fun.
should.
Yeah, millions of people watch it, and you get out there and you pitch it, and it'll just jack up sales for sure.
You got anything you want to invent? Nobody ever asked you what you want to come up with.
I don't ever think about. I really just think about stuff for you.
No, we need to come up
Come on,
with
Chelsea
something
stuff.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any ideas for me?
No, I need you to come up with the ideas.
It's gonna take me time. I'll have to sit on it. and think.
Well, have you guys been friends since you were little?
7
High
or
school,
8
yeah.
years?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
In school?
hmm
That's cool. Like in one class in particular, or you were the hot girls and
Well, we cheered together.
Yeah.
there you
Started
go. Right?
cheering,
Yeah, that makes sense.
For the most part. When we weren't in trouble.
Yeah.
Her mama used to get on our ass like every day.
Well, someone had to.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet Pookie?
Pookie's actually her cousin, and her sister
Yeah.
introduced us.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And how long y'all been dating?
A little over a month.
Oh, it's long term, right? So you
Yeah.
went back home to lock it up. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is really cool. So
Maybe you could do like some pet clothes.
Pet
for
clothes.
Pookie?
Yeah. Maybe put him in a dog collar.
Does Pookie have a yeah? Okay, see, there you go. Now I know where your mind goes,
Yeah.
right? I'm not mad at you.
It's everywhere.
That's not a bad thing. Does he have any pets?
So we just got a European Great Dane. And well, I say we, but it was me, and I just kind of, hey, he's going to live with you, you know?
Okay, so he's living with him, right?
Yeah.
That's a big ass dog. What is he still in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Dave? Oh, there you go. What's up, Pookie?
Yeah, we don't have to hide him anymore.
Yeah, I don't have to hide him anymore.
Oh, that's right. You find your way.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, to meet you too. Congrats. Pull up a chair. It's a good looking guy, right? I don't, whatever she likes, man. I don't care. He's a good looking guy.
Let's get a little closer to you. I don't bite.
That's all right.
He does bite,
Just don't
actually.
show me your pickle.
I don't plan on it.
That's good. That's a good thing. What do you think about Pookie's pickles?
I don't like it anymore. I just looked at it the way you explained it, and now I'm like, what?
I really don't mind. I just whatever she wants, I just do
There you
whatever.
go.
I just
See,
follow her
you're
lead.
smart, man. When you've been dating somebody
Yeah.
a month, it's always just yes.
Well, for the most part. I don't understand the word no when he tells me no. I'm like, what? He normally changes his mind and gives in.
She likes
So
to pinch my ears a lot.
Was that your idea?
Nope.
Did somebody do that to you before?
well, when me and my brothers would fight when we were little, that was like my only defense mechanism, I guess. So I'd grab him by his ears until they started bleeding, and I'd just like,
Till they started bleeding?
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
we were mean to each other. But
Like real blood?
yeah. Like I'd grab him by his ears. And you can ask him to this day. I can call him now and he'll tell you.
Now I know why he wears the hat.
Yeah. I'm easy on his ears. Now, my poor brother, he used to get it so bad from me.
How old are your brothers?
So the middle one, he is 26, and then the oldest one is 40.
40?
Yeah. My daddy's old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Henry.
Yeah. So there's 3 of you?
Yeah. The oldest one's got a different mama, though.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. You're the second set.
yeah.
You and your brother. That's cool, though.
He wasn't ever mean, though. The oldest one wasn't.
No, I mean, why would he be? You're like, stepsister.
I was always the one that would, like, chase him around the kitchen with a knife. I wasn't the one being chased.
So you make people's ears bleed and you chase people with a knife.
Yep.
You having second thoughts yet?
Some days.
Some
Some days.
He doesn't even get it bad. He's just
No,
dramatic.
that's cool. He seems like a great guy.
The ears are just sensitive. It's just
And
a
see,
sensitive
what's it
spot.
say? What's it say? Party animal?
Yes, sir. I plan on like when I get like 60, I'll put retired over it.
No, you won't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll probably cover it up before then, honestly.
I think you should get a leg tattoo.
Get a tattoo?
You got a tattoo?
No tattoos.
What?
No tattoos.
I think you need to get one.
No.
Tattoo
Does
Pookie
your
on you.
daughters have
Tattoo
any
Pookie? Yeah.
tattoos?
No.
No?
No.
Are you like against it?
No, it's not that I'm against it. I don't want them to get them, but I'm not against. Like when I grew up, like the people that had tattoos were like my dad and his friends because they got them in the Navy and the
Oh,
Air
yeah.
Force and all that. So, it wasn't cool, right? It was to do something that your parents were doing.
Yeah.
So it was never something I got into. I thought about it, but it's just, because everybody else has got them. I'm like, yeah, that's my reason not to.
Yeah, my dad talked me out of one. I was gonna get like the barbed wire around your arm. Because
Yeah,
Pamela
I'm so
Anderson
glad.
I was,
actually.
if I ever got a tattoo, it was going to be a heart. And it was going to say your
Mom.
name here. I'll come up with the ideas. But what do you know? I was always like, your name here. That way you can't go wrong.
You can put anybody on it.
No, just your name here. Just says your name here. Yeah, your name here. So how in your mind, how long have they been dating? You guys been dating? When was the first time you started dating?
Like officially, September 8th, September 4th.
What year?
October 4th.
So you guys were you guys were party friends back home.
Yeah. My dad is.
I don't know
originally
if
where she's
friends
from.
is the word you call that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the best way
Situationship.
to explain it.
There you go. That's cool.
Chelsea, I need to pause the podcast for just a minute. I'm not sure if it really sunk in what I said earlier, so I'm going to say it again. You can literally turn $10 into $20,000 on better picks. 2,000 times your money from just watching sports. Can you believe that shit? Dude, for literally just the price of a sandwich, you can win $20,000. Better Picks is crazy, y'all. Jump on this before they take it away. Download better, play better picks.
Download better, play better picks.
What was like the most insane rumor you ever read about yourself online? So it wasn't-
Oh my God, so many rumors. That I actually got sued by somebody who said I did a sex tape with Lamar Odom, Kim Kardashian, one of the other,
Such a good work.
yeah, one of the other, Khloe Kardashian, and somebody else. And then another one where somebody said I had a kid with this lady, and they would show pictures. I was at the American Music Awards, and she took a picture, and I was in the background with Damon John, and this is baby drama mama, baby mama drama.
Baby mama drama.
Yeah, baby mama drama. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just, it comes with the turf.
I saw something one day. It was like The Simpsons predicted me, and I was like, okay.
You should try to be. I was on The Simpsons.
What?
It
You
was
were
so
on it.
cool. It was so much fun. So much fun. So I was season 8. No, it was later than that. What am I talking? It was 2008. And they asked me to do it. And they just put me in a box in this audio enclosure. And my whole line was, I'm out of my mind, right? I'm out of my mind. And so they kept on saying, just yell it. And I would yell it. And they're like, no, you got to yell it louder. I'm like, what? And so the whole time I just kept on screaming, I'm out of my mind. And that was like my whole Simpsons episode. But it shows up, and it was also Bart and the Bees, part of that episode. Bart and the Bees. And so, yeah, so Google it. It was so much fun. Like, I don't, like, if I get stuff that even if it's stupid, but it's just unique, I'll do it.
Have you done any other like little movie roles?
Oh, yeah, a ton of them. Like,
Which one was your favorite?
Sharknado was my favorite. 'Cause
Sharknado.
I got to play the president.
I could see you being a president.
Yeah, I could.
Well, no,
Why don't
but-
you run?
No, there's no chance. There's just no chance. Why don't you run?
Well, I mean, they put me on the ballot, did they not?
Oh, you got some write-in
Wrong
votes?
I'm not old enough to be president.
Oh, that's right. You got to be
Dude,
35.
the world would just be at peace if I was president.
That-
Everybody would get along.
I agree with that. Yeah, and you can be the first gentleman, Pookie.
The first gentleman.
Do you have a vetting process when your daughter brings home?
No, I did it originally, but that didn't go over well.
What was it?
Oh my God. The first date she ever went on for my oldest, she took her to a Mavs game, and they were sitting next to each other, and they both had a pair of shorts on. And I walked up to them, and she was 13 maybe. And I told the guy, if that skin touches that skin, and walked off. She has never forgiven me. And then you talk about dad shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one time I had to go pick her up, and she went with her friends to a football game, the high school football game. And I'm like, Alexis Cuban, you need to take your medication. We need to put the ointment on before it spreads.
Oh gosh.
I feel like you're a cool dad to have.
I think so. They don't.
Of course they don't.
Do they have like a, what do you call it? I guess a specific allowance?
Yeah, but, and so my oldest blows right through it. I mean,
That'd be
and-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's fair.
I eat my
Right.
money.
just like spend whatever, bags, whatever. My middle one doesn't spend anything. My youngest is just like electronics and basketball stuff, sports stuff. So it's not too bad.
He's young too.
Yeah.
He's gonna like to buy fun stuff.
Yeah, he will. But it's like if it's it's not even so much a new phone, because we talked about getting a new phone and he wasn't excited about it, but like a new computer or new tech stuff, he's into that, or basketball stuff, basketball gear. So it's not too bad.
You make them do chores?
Just like clean up after dinner, but they don't even clean the room or make their beds. That's where we failed miserably as parents.
I hate washing the dishes. That's the worst
That's the
thing.
worst
Oh, I
chore
hate
there
washing
is.
the dishes.
So you got to, everybody puts, washes their dish and push it in the dishwasher.
I wish that's how your house worked.
Oh,
I'll get to his apartment and there's like a sink full of dishes and I'm like, oh.
half
Like,
the time
it
it's not
drives me
mine, though. It's
nuts.
my roommate's.
Yeah.
How many roommates you got?
Right now I just have 2, but I tell her all the time, like, you don't have to do that, because she'll tell me, she's like, I'm deep cleaning your house. And I'm like, don't pick up their stuff, though, because it's just not, it's not
I
ethical.
do.
It's not.
Yeah,
her
because
stuff
guys,
to pick
you
up.
need to know where your shit is,
Exactly.
right? Because you know those plates you left there. So when you're thinking about what you're going to eat next, you know what plate you got available. You know what food's in the kitchen. You know what you can make, right? And then if you're going to order something or whatever, and if someone fucks with that, it ruins. Life is out of alignment, right?
Well, she comes in every single day. I mean, it doesn't matter if I've got stuff on the floor. Even just if I take my work clothes off when I come in, she comes in just cussing. You need to pick up your stuff. You need to do this.
He needs to
you
be
need do that."
organized.
Sounds about right.
It's like, I just got off work. I've been there since 6 o'clock that
I'm
morning.
a clean
just
freak.
little
It
tired.
like upsets me. If there's a mess
Now I see why you
everywhere
call it
and
a
I see it, I'm like,
situationship.
oh. It drives me nuts. So I just kind of freak clean a little bit. But
I'm
you
going to shut
know.
up on all that now.
I feel like other than that, we do fine.
No, that's cool. Obviously,
Yeah,
right?
for the most part. Now, me and her, when we get together in a hotel room,
Oh, it's bad.
awful. But I don't mind that. Me and her can share like the
Yeah.
nastiest room, and I have no issues with it.
No, because it's cool, right? You're in a
Yeah.
hotel room, someone's going to clean up after
Right.
you, right? You order room service, you get all the craziest shit you want, and then you go from, oh, we're ordering room service,
Yeah.
to I wonder if I can get something special made for me, right?
Yeah,
Then,
yeah.
Can you guys do this, and can you guys do that? Then the milkshakes are coming, and the French fries,
Well, it's not that good.
Yeah.
See, that's what you got to try.
Yeah.
You just got to take advantage of that room service stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not like a camping person. I'm a room service person.
Yeah.
Like, get me what I want. That's why I'm staying at this hotel.
We
That's
venture
fine.
out sometimes too,
Mhm.
for the most part. We like to explore.
Well, where do you guys go exploring?
Let's see, where did we go the other day? We went like 30 minutes. It was sketchy where we went.
Seafood?
The Bull Daddy.
Yeah.
The what?
The Bull Daddy.
The Bowl Daddy?
Bull Daddy.
It was
Bull-
really good.
Boil. Like you're
The Bull
boiling
Daddy.
something.
Like crawdaddies?
Kinda. Crawdaddies. I like how you said that. Have you ever had a seafood bowl?
Yeah, I have actually.
Those are just my
Like the whole
favorites.
steam bowl of all the different,
Mhm.
crawfish and everything.
They
and you
bring
just-
it to you in like a bag.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And you just crack everything
Mhm.
open, and if you're lucky, you got lobster in it,
Yep.
you got shrimp and everything. Yeah, and you
Mhm.
just get all messy.
Yep.
I get
So-
nasty
Oh, I don't care. I
Ugh.
don't care how nasty I am. Yeah, do you wear a bib?
sometimes. Depends on what shirt I got
Would you
on.
make
I
him
just
wear?
don't care.
Would you make him wear a bib?
He does wear a bib willingly.
I have to put the bib on. Stuff is too messy.
I don't have to force him.
Oh, you get it. So
He's gonna
I figured
wear
you would
it.
like force him to do it.
You were so easy to please.
Some things, yeah.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah,
you give me a
I'm-
bag of chips, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good, right? I don't. There's like, unless there's a good reason to stress, there's no reason to stress.
You should be a mentor. Like you need an app where you can just give people advice.
You know, like an AI thing.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
What's something you think money can't buy you?
My attitude is, if you're happy when you're broke,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be really, really, really happy when you're rich. If you were miserable all the time when you were broke, there's a good chance that money's not gonna make
It's
you
not going to
happy.
fix your problems.
No, it's whatever you are. You know, whoever you are as a person, money just amplifies that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if, you know, because there's some people that just don't ever have enough. Like there's people like have more money than me that I know that just bitch they don't have enough, or they're just working to try to get more. I'm like, why? You know, just time. You got to enjoy all the shit you have, because one day you're 21, and the next day you're 41, then the next day you're fucking 61, and just bam. And so you just got to take all those moments and just love them, right? I think, you know, if there's one thing that I think I've done, like I used to, that car I told you I had, the Fiat, it had a
With a
target
hole
top,
in it.
with the hole in it,
Yeah.
right? And I just remember driving, and just always, whenever there was a sunny day, and I do this to this day, I just look up and just say a little thank you, because like just be able to see a blue sky and know that I'm in this position, even when I was broke, right? Just I was in a position where I can just appreciate the moment, because all those moments, if you can add them up, they feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stress about every little motherfucking thing, that stress adds up too. You know, and I think that's what you've done good, right? You don't seem to be a real stressful person, except when it comes to cleaning up after him.
Oh, I'm a stressful person.
Are you really? What do you stress
Yeah.
the most
I just
about?
get overwhelmed.
You do?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like
For the most part, I'm good about it though.
What stresses you the most?
Okay, so say we're going. Okay, like the details of this week and then next week. This week we're here, and then next week we're in Hawaii. All the dates and stuff that get laid out in front of me at once, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, but you're just going to get up and go where they tell you to go, right?
yeah, most of the time.
Right. That's what I do. It's like people are like trying to explain, okay, you're going to do this, 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 and that. Like, look, I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me where to be at
Just
what
tell them where to
time.
be at
That's
what
all
time.
I need to
That's
know.
all I got to know. Same. Right. Because, you know, you got good people around you. You just show up, right? And that's no stress. The only time I really, really, really stress, 2 times. One, I'm terrified of heights. Like,
Same.
yeah, for real. Like, if you, like, I've been in, there's this place in Philadelphia where the Mavs stay, and they have an elevator that's on the outside of the building. And it is just terrifying to me. Like, it's just the worst thing ever. Like, I fly in a plane, no problem, because it feels stable. But like, just like, it started when I was like 5 years old, and my dad took me to a baseball game, and he tried to take me, our seats were way up top. And he said I just started crying.
It makes me sick.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it. That, and the other thing is when people eat with their mouth open. Like, one of my best friends in life, like, I can't go to dinner with them. I can have drinks, I can go hang out with them, but if
What about people smacking gum? You don't like
same
that either?
difference, yeah, same
Yeah.
difference.
What kind of pet peeves do you got?
Pet peeves?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, chewing with mouth open, definitely. Nothing really
What kind
upsets
of car
me.
should she get?
You know what kind of car I got?
What kind of car you got?
I got a Kia EV.
Kias are good cars.
I love it. I love it. I had a Tesla too. Have a Tesla, and Kia is just easier to drive. Like Tesla, there's so many bells and whistles, and there's all the technical stuff, which I like from a technical perspective. But you got to think too much, right? And so, you know, with Kia, it's got all the benefits of a EV. But you know, when you hit the turn signal, it's just a turn signal. You know, when you turn on the windshield wipers, you don't have
See,
to
that's
find
what
the
I
right
want.
one.
I don't want nothing too
Too
high
techy.
tech.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to drive myself.
Yeah,
Like-
and because I drive myself all the time. This guy saw me pull up
Mm-hmm.
in my Kia. It's right outside, right? And it's just an easy car. And I got one of the little plug things at home, so I just plug it in at night. You know, don't have to worry about it. I mean, it's not like I drive at 400 miles, but it's
Yeah.
got 300-mile range. Easy peasy.
She needs her a good car.
I do.
But it's a good car, and it's not expensive either. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe you need
it's
a
relatively
Kia.
cheap.
She probably won't change the oil in this one either.
Probably not.
It'll
Well,
probably slow
if
it
I
you
just
get an
leave that
EV,
to
you
my
don't-
dad. I leave all that
If you
stuff
get an
to
EV, you
him.
don't got to worry about oil.
If I what?
Get an electric vehicle.
Oh, you got a point.
We just found that out. When was it? Yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
What?
But they don't have oil.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
didn't know they
I had
didn't have
no
a
idea.
motor or nothing. They didn't know it was
Yeah.
a battery. I was like,
I don't
Don't have
like
to know
those kind of
everything.
cars.
You don't like the EVs?
I
'Cause
couldn't
it's
drive
not-
one. It's electronic. That scares me.
No, but it's got the pickup on these things. They're fast. You driven
they
one?
really are fast.
Oh my God, they are fast. Even my Kia is like, if you put it in turbo mode,
You're gone.
gone.
I got an Altima. My Altima flies.
That's nice. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with an Altima.
Besides
What kind of
up
car you
under
got now,
it.
Chelsea?
A Malibu.
What kind of truck you got?
I don't have a truck. I have a Jeep.
Oh, the same difference. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a truck at the beginning of the year. I'm just waiting for the market to come down a little bit. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Do you
going
even
on.
know what you want?
Probably a Ford.
150?
F-250.
Or 250?
Yeah.
I
What's
don't know
the
if I can
craziest-
see him in a truck.
What's the craziest car you have now?
Now, nothing crazy. I got the Tesla and the Kia, but I had a Lamborghini. But I just never drove it because it drove like a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You know, it was really close to the
Yeah.
ground. And then and it was loud, which was fine, but I didn't get anything from it, right? Other than, oh, that's a cool car.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't do anything for me. I owned a Hummer for a while, but that was just a pain in the ass. It was driving to a gas station every 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And before I made a lot of money, my buddies and I, every New Year's Eve, we would rent a Rolls Royce. and just go out and find a
That's
date.
what we need to do.
Yeah.
I think we should do
We
that.
should definitely do
We got
that.
pictures of us we drove it through a Burger King drive-through, the best part of the whole night, right? We went, I forget the concert we went to, and we're driving through, and I'm like, we got to take a picture. And we've got pictures of me sitting on the hood, somebody else sitting on the top, the doors open, and our dates and everything in a drive-through. It's like that's
And
the
a
way you should
Burger
do
King
it.
drive-through.
A Burger King drive-through,
Do you eat Burger King?
not so much anymore. No.
Do you like the Whoppers?
I used to be a Whopper guy.
Whoppers.
I have no doubt you do.
I love anything you put in front of me. I'm not picky.
No, that's good though. That
I'm a
makes it
foodie.
easy. Yeah. I'm not too picky either. I mean, I can eat pretty much everything. I don't like what do you not like?
What is it you were trying to get me to eat that's an organ?
Oh, liver mush.
I'm not eating that.
No,
that
that's
sounds
just
good. Like liver's like not
It's
bad.
like it's a Eastern typical like sausage.
like
There's
Brunswiger.
no.
Like Brunswiger. Do you know what Brunswiger? That's another same type of thing. It's like in a roll. It's like
No, this
liver
comes in a big block.
in a big block.
Yeah, but you just cut it up like sausage and you fry it. But it's literally like sausage. It's just a softer sausage. On the
That's
inside.
cool. I would go for that.
Ugh,
I'm gonna get her to taste it, but she won't do it.
I'm not doing it.
Just
He done
put
told me
ketchup
it's
on
an
it.
organ. I already know what it is. If I know what it is, I won't eat it.
Just put ketchup on it. Ketchup. Yeah,
Ugh.
ketchup makes everything good.
I don't like ketchup.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Oh, we can't.
That's
be
one thing I
friends.
don't eat. I love tomatoes. I don't eat ketchup.
Why?
Unless the fries are terrible, then I will eat ketchup.
Like you typically don't have ketchup on fries?
I eat ranch.
Okay, I can understand ranch. Do you put fries in a milkshake?
I think
I do
you
that.
showed me that.
Mhm.
I'm not opposed to it.
No, that's like one of the best things ever.
It
It's pretty
is.
good, like a
See-
Wendy's Frosty.
Yes,
That's
you just
pretty
Especially
dip
at
it,
Wendy's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it acts like a spoon.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
I think it's pretty good.
So I tell my kids since they were little that one of the all-time rules you can always live by. If you like one thing and another thing, and you put those two foods together, you're gonna like it even more.
I don't know if I can live by that. I'm
Like
worried
if
about
you
my
took
food
his
touching.
liver mush and you took a frosty and you like just dipped it, that frosty would make that liver mush amazing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
just saying
I'm just
I
telling
agree.
you, it is like you can take that rule to the bank. Just think about that.
You're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am lactose intolerant.
Me too.
Oh my God! But do you still eat ice cream?
I eat anything with milk in it, and I just suffer because like I've went my whole life eating it,
It's
and
not
then
that you suffer. I don't mind. Like as a guy,
I don't mind it.
If I'm farting sitting on the toilet, that's a
Yeah.
bonus every day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What does he say about it?
She's now got to where she'll poop around me.
Yeah. I stocked this toilet up the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, that is like the king right there.
She
I
came.
come out and my face is red. I was like, oh, I have bad news.
She
Oh.
said I stopped it up, and I'm telling you, when I walked in there and seen that,
Don't
I
say
did not
what
know
you
what to
said.
do.
You take a picture?
No,
Oh, I definitely would have taken a
I
picture.
closed my
I would-
eyes and just went to plumbing.
It was rough. So he locked his keys in his apartment, and so I had to go through the window and like let him in.
Just before the shit or after the shit?
This is before. I'm on the verge of like shitting myself at this point because it was just that bad. I got through the window, I unlocked the door, and I hauled ass. I was gone. There's tire marks after I got out of there.
Oh, she's terrible about that. Every time she goes, she leaves a little streak, and I'm like, I have the brush. Just
Yes,
wait,
give it a
every
little brush
time. No,
once.
she does
Just
do
one
that.
brush and it'll be fine.
She's the worst about
Oh,
that.
you're talking about driving streak?
No.
No,
No.
the streaks in the toilet, like
Oh, like we're going down?
Yeah.
Haley is the poop master.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's rough when I get in there.
she left. I went to work and she left that day. I got home. And there was a little surprise waiting for me in the apartment. So I sent her a picture. I said, "What is this?"
See, you
couldn't
got
have
the
flushed it
picture
twice.
working.
See, but I know if that's there, I'm like, Haley's been here.
Oh yeah, it's 100%. And she never shuts the door. Doesn't
That's
turn the
what
fan
Mark
on.
telling you.
It's just
Never
pure.
shuts the door, so you'll just poop and everybody will just watch you poop.
I actually have like a shy butthole. I can't just like, if I know people are listening to me, I'm like, like going to public bathrooms. I don't like doing that at all.
My bathroom's in my bedroom, so when she comes out, she's just not the type of person to turn the fan on, nor shut the door and have like a little courtesy. She just lets it air out and just until it hits me in the mouth while I'm laying on my bed.
Oh my God.
Man, it's rough out here.
It is really rough out here. But I have newfound respect for you, Haley.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Skid marks for the win.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got
Ah.
a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I have some other stuff, book.io. I've got a Matic. They changed the name of it, but there's another type. And I got some Dogecoin. But yeah, and I've had most of it for a long time. Yeah, so it's worked out really well for me.
Oh yeah, if I want a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah,
in
I'll give you my
community?
wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not a big fan about meme coins. I love crypto, but you can make some money from it. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it. No doubt about it.
I'm very new to it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm still learning what it is. The Phantom Wallet. Do you know what that
Yeah,
is?
of course.
So evidently, it gives you a 12-word password, right?
Right. Your seed phrase. Yeah.
Well, me and him, I had to have him help me put it on my phone. I didn't know what I was doing.
And you didn't write it down. Or
No.
you're fucked.
Yep, there's a good chunk of money in there too.
Is there really?
Yep. They told me while I was getting my hair done the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? So, we're gonna have to start over. But
You can't
where's
like
he
get
at?
the password or
Uh-uh.
like change it.
They don't
There's
let you
no
reset
way.
it.
No, there was a guy that lost like a shit ton of Bitcoin, way back
Bitcoin, yeah.
when.
Yeah. It's on a hard drive.
He traded it for a pizza.
How do you not?
He
how
traded
do you
it for a
do that?
pizza.
No, at the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning. We're early days of Bitcoin. Do you have any crypto?
I do not.
Yeah.
Chelsea gave away Maddie's pizza yesterday.
Okay, it was a homeless lady sitting on the side of the road.
And that's fair.
Thank you.
Maddie
She was so
upset.
mad
She
at
was
me.
like, she
Which
gave
we
away
were
my
walking by and she was
pizza.
like, "Can I have a piece of pizza?" And I kept walking and I stopped and I was like, "We gotta go back." I was like, "We have to."
You feel guilty, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I
Yes.
feel
So we
guilty.
went back and she had already like put her hands and I was like, "Just take it. It's yours."
Just take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're like a germaphobe, then
Mhm.
you're like,
Yeah, I don't
I'll
like
leave
that.
it.
Yeah, I
Freaked
can't
out,
do
yeah.
that.
Someone puts their hand in my pizza box, you can have it. Don't worry about it.
yeah, but you are the poop master.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's okay.
I have a newfound respect for you.
Thank you. I have a newfound. How'd you just say that? Newfound respect
Yeah,
for you?
newfound
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah, I got one for you too. There you go.
Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you haven't gotten yourself any Talk To 'em merch,
Be sure to click the link in the description below so we can match.
tag me and Talk To 'em while you're watching the episode.
And let us know what you think.
And before you go, don't forget,
Subscribe to that thing.